Okay, it's the 28th of July, 2024, Sunday afternoon, about 1 o'clock, and we're on our way out of Southwest Harbor for an afternoon sail. The only thing on the way over here, we came via the Seawall Road, which is now open again, and there was fog just offshore. And I can see fog banks out past the Cranberries, and it's pretty hazy today. So what we're going to do is just sail until it looks like the fog is going to come in, then we'll come in. It's supposed to fog up tonight, and the forecast for just outside the islands said there would be fog until 2 and then fog again after 3. So kind of not the best weather for going anywhere today, but it'll be okay for just sailing around. There are a few other boats out today. That is Salacia, which is a Jarvis Newman built 27-foot friendship sloop, a Pemaquid, and they came out parallel with us. There's another boat out there just with their main up. I don't know what they're doing. And over here you can see a boat motoring in and a few other boats sailing. There was almost no wind from about halfway out of the harbor to the end of the mooring field, but now it's picked up and the temperatures dropped off. It was in the upper 70s, I think, at the marina, and it certainly isn't in the upper 70s here. Anyway, we're just going to do a little sailing and have a pleasant, cool day out on the water. Well, the wind has piped up a little. We're up to 5.8 knots. You can see we're heeled. Oh, we're a little over 15 degrees, and which is about as much as we've been heeled this year. Nice breeze out here. It was supposed to be 5 to 8, and it's certainly more than that. And we're clipping along steady 5.8 knots. And we are close hauled. So she's moving along very well. And there's the friendship sloop Salacia heading east. And a big boy, I don't know what kind of boat that is, sitting over there. But just their main up, and they're just sitting there. I don't know what they're doing. Okay, there's the main hills of Mount Desert Island off to the north. Pretty hazy over there like it is down here, as we are heading southeast right now toward Little Cranberry Island, but we're going to fall off a little and maybe sail out just past the end of Sutton Island. We don't want to get too close to the fog, which I can see lying on the other side of Little Cranberry. In fact, I can see a little bit of Baker Island. Well, I can't anymore. I could, but now it's in the fog. So we're not going to go out much at all. We'll stay in here where the islands will tend to dry up the fog if it does come in here. Now there's Morris 30 Journey. It's been here for a long time, maybe have been here since it was built here in Southwest Harbor. And so we're headed out past Sutton, which is the island right behind the boat, and over on this side we've got Great Cranberry Island. And as you can see, it's pretty hazy today. The camera right now is pointed directly at Baker Island, which is just past Little Cranberry, which is the island over there, and it is invisible because there is a fog bank out there. Over this way, just past that Morris 30, there is the Schoodic Peninsula would be visible if it was clear, which it is not. And you can also see there's starting to be a bit more lobster gear in here. Not a lot, by Maine standards, this really isn't any. But, you know, it's more than it was a month ago. Well, we're just about to sail past the east end of Sutton Island. Right there. And here's Little Cranberry, a little closer, as we are headed just south of east right now. A course of about 100 degrees. And the breeze has picked up nicely, so we're making okay time, 5 knots. And we're not going to go too far because I think we'll just run into fog if we do. That boat ahead of us disappears, we'll turn around. Oh, we're definitely past Sutton. And over there, a little white pylon is East Bunker Ledge. And I think we'll sail out until we're past that. I don't know if you can pick it out. Just to the left of the foot of the jib, or the clew of the jib, is a red bell buoy. And you can just see the top of the Schoodic Peninsula over a fog bank. And over here on the north shore of Little Cranberry Island, you can see a number of cottages. One of them, I'm not sure which one because the pictures weren't very good for this side, is for sale for only $2.6 million. So if you want to pick up a summer cottage on Little Cranberry, now's your chance. There's a nice view of Mount Desert Island from here. We're about a mile south of the island here, and the big hill is Cadillac Mountain. And straight across, the big cottage on the island, just to the left of it, is East Bunker Ledge. And here ahead we've got the Morris 30 that passed us, and there's a much bigger boat named Azurite out of Denver that passed us a little while ago. And they had quite a sail to get here from Denver, I would think. The boat does not look like a prairie schooner to me. And just a second we'll be able to see if Baker Island is visible, which is what I'd like to do. This is the eastern edge of Little Cranberry here, and that's Baker Island out there. Most of Baker Island is in Acadia National Park. There's a little bit that isn't. You can go ashore there. You can take your boat out and anchor and take your dinghy ashore, or you can go out on a cruise that will take you out there. Okay, right now we're just about 5 miles east of Southwest Harbor. We're looking at Mount Desert Island. The hills are quite spectacular from here. And just over there in the distance you can see a little bit of the Schoodic Peninsula. But there is a fog bank that way. And astern you can see Sutton Island. And to the right of that sailboat is Bear Island, and this is the east side of Little Cranberry Island. And at low tide, on a negative tide, you used to be able to walk across on a bar over to Baker. I don't know if you still can. Looking at the charts, I think there's a gap now that you wouldn't be able to walk across. But I've read stuff about people walking over to Baker Island back in the 19th century. There is a lighthouse in the middle of the island, but you really can't see it from here because the trees have grown up so much that they obscure it. And we have decided to continue until we hit 5 miles from Southwest Harbor. The turning point, if we want to go around the Cranberry Islands, is about another 2 miles further out. And right over here on that point, on the southeast corner of Little Cranberry, is the old life-saving station, which is now a private home that you can rent out by the week. And it should be coming into view in just a minute. There it is, the Cranberry Islands life-saving station with a nice tower that you can go up in and get a nice view around the area. That is at the southeast tip of Little Cranberry Island. Be quite a spectacular place to be during an easterly storm. Yeah, as we are approaching Baker. But we're going to turn back pretty soon. Because we don't know, looks like it's pretty foggy back west. I should be able to see Swans Island over there past the life-saving station, and all I can see is a sort of dark line in the fog. So we're probably not going to go around the Cranberry Islands today, even though from where we are it would only be about 2 miles to the turning point. Now we just tacked around looking north at Mount Desert Island again. 5.39 miles from the marina. Yeah, it's really nice out here, although as we got out farther the wind has gone quite light. There's much better wind back in the Great Harbor, which is where we're headed now. Okay, we have a number of boats sailing out. Over there is the schooner Ambergris with a load of passengers out for an afternoon sail. We got 2 other boats coming up. I'll tell you about them when they get a little bit closer and we get a better view of them. Okay, over here we have a Hinckley Sou'wester 30, and right behind it, overtaking it, is a big modern schooner. It's not going a lot faster than that Sou'wester 30. You can see it's a lot more boat though. Over there in the distance we've got some sailors that are even lazier than we are. They have a yawl and they've only unrolled their jib. Didn't even put their mizzen up. Right over there is the Sperling Rock Bell with the Luder's 16 sailing past it. And that is an actual bell buoy. And Great Cranberry Island behind it. Well, we sailed back in. We decided to pick up the mooring, which makes it much easier to put the mizzen sail down. We leave it up until we're on the mooring. It keeps the boat into the wind when we're making our approach. And then I don't have to worry about where we're going while I'm taking the sail down. And the boat stays into the wind while we take the sail down, which just makes it so much easier. And as you can see, lots of boats here. A few people are still out. It's pretty hazy out there. The haze seems to have increased, actually. It's supposed to fog up tonight. And the offshore forecast, not that far offshore, like 2 miles past the islands, was for fog until 2, and then no fog from 2 to 3, and then fog after 3. So we were fortunate that we were out there between 2 and 3 because there was no fog while we were out there, just haze. So all we have left to do is, after we have our beverage here and our snack, is motor back a 1/4 mile to the marina, and that shouldn't be too difficult. Even if the fog comes in, I know where the marina is from here, and I'm pretty sure I can find it under pretty much any conditions. particularly since I have a waypoint set for our slip. So that'll be easy. Anyway, it was a nice sail today, very pleasant. It was a little hot when we got aboard the boat, but once we cleared the harbor, the temperature dropped off enough that for the first time in over a month, my wife actually put on a jacket. So it was comfortable out there. Anyway, we had a nice sail. We decided to come in because the wind was dropping off, and we just thought, might as well come in rather than have to motor in from 3 miles out or something. Okay, thanks for watching.